What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Let's Play Worlds Collide. Last time, we took down Bylan, one of the Tower Masters. Met Casey and Brandon. Well, we met Casey. You know what I mean. And then... it wasn't like... Yeah, no. We're just gonna go. Brian wants to go check on Sam, so we're gonna go do that. What's going on here? Sam's house should be right here. Sam, please be safe. And if I want, I can head back home, but no, I'm good. Another save point. Coolio. And then... Uh-oh. I knew I didn't finish you off, so this is where you ended up. Time for me to put you in your place. How is she? What are you talking about? Your daughter. What are you playing at? Why do you care? You tried to kill her. I apologize. I don't understand what you're getting at. You tried to kill me and her, and now you're talking as if everything's just fine. You're an awakened too, aren't you? I'm not asking you to forgive me, but to understand me. You're an awakened as well? System origin of user. User Lobo. Origin universe 4. Current location universe 7. What does that even mean? I've gotten swept between universes multiple times, and I don't know if I'll ever make it back home at this point. I've lost so much experience in those system errors. I went down 5 levels, and this world is very unforgiving. I'm not proud of myself. Another user offered me help, and in my anger and confusion, I ignored it before being sent here. I just wanted experience. Leveling up was the only thing I could think to do to help me get back home. I have a daughter around her age. Again, I do not ask for your forgiveness. I am well past that point. Eileen is a strong girl. She's okay, but she's still just a child, and she's not my daughter. My mistake. But she is my kid, so if you try anything again, I swear I'll kill you right then and there. Rest assured. Now I ask because you know I'm in need of experience. Can I come with you? I hate this, but I feel like I'll need the help. Again, don't try anything funny. Thank you. I hope to show I can have your trust. Since we'll be traveling together, what's your name? I'm Brian. Bo, it's a pleasure to officially meet you, Brian. Current party status, Ezra Lobo. If the town has appeared, I'd recommend going for supplies if you feel like we need some more. And if we look, we have Bo, level 9. The last remaining user from Universe 4 to a system error is now in Universe 7. The Lunite. We look at him, we have Bloodsuck. Tears an enemy. So lifesteal ability. Buff. Huge buff. Getting Omni Boost. And then we have triple attack. Performs a triple attack on a random enemy. So that seems pretty good. If we look at his equipment, Rusted Cutlass, Rusted Shield, Knight Helmet, Ring Mail, and Iron Amulet. Something I want to point out is we have Brian's Pseudo Knight Helmet compared to Bo's Knight Helmet. Bo, excuse me, is a heavy armor user. I was like, and heavy armor? Oh, so unlike Brian, he can equip stuff like this, the Knight Helmet, without having his offensive stats lowered compared to Brian. But he does start off a decent bit weaker than Brian. Probably because this thing's not amazing. But yeah. So now we have our next party member. And officially this is where the 3rd update started. The first update was just Brian and the school dungeon. That was update 1. Update 2 was the trek through the forest and the tower. And now this is update 3. Bree's intro was part of update 2. So let's give this a go. We have triple attack. Bah, bah, bah. Huge damage across the board. About 450 damage across all 3 hits. Thing about Bo is his accuracy is kind of shaky. So the fact that I did get all 3 hits on the first one was like actually pretty impressive. As we can see, not a lot, but a good bit tankier than Brian if we look here. 62 defense. No, a good bit tankier than Brian. So, 2 steel amulets. So that's a just straight up upgrade. But yeah, so this is update 3, and I thought it would be fun to kind of throw in Bo, because he was the first boss of the first update, and then he made a little cameo appearance in Breeze section. And then I thought it'd be kind of fun as well, because this is a generic portrait from the RPG Maker engine, to add him as a playable character in Mithril Knife. He's gone through a lot of changes, but that has in turn made him, like, he has been a solidified member of the party. Brian trusts him enough, so it's good to have him. And these two, I kind of consider them like, I call them like the Bash Brothers, because especially in this section, he was more of just like a traditional like tanky fighter with really high burst damage thanks to triple attack, but that kind of just changed as the things went on. And before, he was kind of just a triple attack bot. That's just kind of what he was. You'd like build up so you'd be able to shout, and then you just triple attack and go for mad burst damage. But eventually he changed around to a bit more like mana seltzers. I don't think I've had one of these. Yeah, 150 MP, and I have been using Bo's triple attack in battles. So finally a new encounter. Can you believe all those ones I edited out? It was the same encounter, that like Earth Fairies or whatever. I think I'm gonna, this is kind of like the big damage plan from these two. Just Brian's soul aim into Bo's triple attack and just tear through stuff. Or Brian can crit and do basically the same amount of damage. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Anyways, yeah. This is a pretty, like, very straightforward party since they're both just, like, physical attackers. Where's the... Oh, dude. Did I still forget to put the music back into that room? That's so funny. All my testers as well have, like, this. I'm like, what is that? It's a hole. It's a crack in the wall. Yeah, that's so funny. I specifically made it so no music would play, as opposed to, like, having it so... like there'd be like there's just music track missing, because if there's a missing music track, then it'll just continue. So I went out of my way, definitely on accident though, I definitely went out of my way to put like an empty like don't play music here. Oh, finally a new encounter, dude. Holy moly. Like, it's kind of not a new encounter because it's just the 2 encounters we've seen put together, but at the same time, it's like, I might as well show it off. Dang it, Bo. Does Brian do this? He does. Cool. I don't know if, no, if I recall, Bo will not have the MP for another triple attack, but he can take out this guy. Nice crit, and then we'll just soul aim. Just get that defense down, and then let the boys, the Bash Bros, just hold that confirm button and let them rip through it. That healing's not gonna save you, dude. Cause oh, Brian's got it. Water. I will use that. Couple on Bo. He's got a huge HP pool. The upside to also like wanting to heal him is that I get that MP back, so I have enough for 2 triple attacks, which I might just use in this battle. Yeah, I had brought it up before, but the version of Brian that had the AoE never made it to this dungeon because it was removed before it even got to my playtesters of doing update 2. Ah, no, Bo, come on, dude. Come on. Yeah, I don't need... See, my heart and soul is telling me to use triple attack and he'll go one on each, but I just know it won't end up that way because the random targeting is Brian, dude. You know, I'm not gonna be too mad. If it does that, does Bo kill? Nope. The joy. Yeah, Bo's current setup is weaker than Brian. Fun fact, I noticed this. I didn't want to point it out last episode, but my party is really over leveled in comparison. Like normally Brian is like 8 or so, and then Casey does not learn Focus Strike before the Bylan fight, but she ended up getting it, and that hello, and that alongside him not using flame made the fight easier. Like him only using flame that one time, just like, because normally it's supposed to be super duper hectic. You're like fighting for your life, dealing with. Good job, Bo. Good targeting. Because I think Brian has this for sure. Yeah, like for me, I have these. Well, this in particular. I'm a very offense-oriented player, so like this is not something I use, but my play testers were using it a good amount, so it made me happy. Like Bo's original design was that because if we've noticed, this guy also has the Bloodsuck skill, and so do the bees, I think. And Bo's initial design was that he would have the same skills as enemies. Speaking of skills, there's a good segue, Bo. Good segue. This is the thing that completely changed the design-wise of Bo. Magic attack. So instead of hitting through their physical defense, he hits through their magical defense. And it still uses his physical stat. Like, think of like reverse Psyshock from Pokemon. Night Shield. You gotta equip the Night Shield in your offhand, because I can't, you know, I'm not too knowledgeable on holding a shield, so maybe holding a shield in your dominant hand is a good thing. Who knows? And look at that. The fact that there's no music here is crazy, dude. Maybe I'll edit some in. If not, then it is just kind of funny. If we remember this guy, this was our dude who's weak to magic. Critical heal from Brian, so if we show off magic attack, 352 damage, kind of baller. Compared to Brian's miss. Bo having MP right now would be kind of nice, I'm not gonna lie. But like, yeah, it's physical attack. This guy's decently resistant to physical attacks. So that gives Bo kind of a niche to play with. If I had MP, dude, what the heck? Because Brian is a very high damage character, but he's very physically based currently. I'm just like, it doesn't matter that this thing's pretty defensive, but Brian just freaking crits, dude. Oh, I thought I was like in a different spot. Okay. Yeah, the lack of music's just so funny. So we're just kind of trekking through. I really wish it was my fault for spamming triple attack. Kind of wish I say, look at that. There's some music. Fun. $1,020. 2 mana seltzers. Do I just use one on Bo? I'm like, I'm ready for the music to disappear. That's so fricked, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, where should be music. Yay, we got music. And look at this. Maria, what are you doing here? Oh my god, Brian, finally something good is happening to me. What happened? Yesterday, after we all left, I checked in on my family, then me and Sam decided to both stay at her place while we tried to figure out what to do. But after that quake this morning, we got separated and I've been here ever since. There's monsters everywhere besides this room, so I've just been waiting here trying to think of anything I could do. I've been worried about that. Sam never answered my texts, so I came over this way to make sure she was okay. Brian? He's friendly, right? Introduce yourself. My name is Bo. It's a pleasure to meet another friend of Brian's. Another? He has technically met Eileen. When Eileen said werewolf yesterday, does that mean... Yep, that's this guy. I apologize. Brian has let me travel with him, so I hope that my presence doesn't scare you too much. He's okay. If he does anything, I'll handle him. It probably would be best for you to come with us, Maria. I'm looking for Sam, so you'd probably be safer coming with us rather than staying here. Brian, I don't know. Give it a second. Adjutant acquired. Updating status of non-user, Maria. Update complete. Adjutant Maria is now the Elementalist class. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Brian, what just happened? All I can really say right now is that you'll be able to help us with the monsters for sure. Brian! He's finally resting well. That scared me. He just passed out. I doubt he's had much rest since we had last seen him. He's always like that, pushing himself. I know the two of you are concerned about your other friend, but it's best if we let him rest for the night. Yeah, he needs it. I apologize once again. I know this is all something very hard to take in. I'm one like him, and because of that, I know how hard this is on him. I've already seen enough to know he won't ask for help, so as his friend, I really hope you continue to support him. I know. I suggest you rest as well. We'll need all the energy we can get to make sure your friend is safe. Sorry about that. Was just a little tired, but I'm all good now, so let's make sure Sam is safe. Current party status, Ezra, Lobo, Maria. And as it said, Maria joined our party, so if we look at her, kind soul, big heart, and even bigger nails, sometimes. Weapon of choice, acrylics. So let's look at her. She has Imbue. Maria powers up her claws with the power of fire, changing her basic attack element. And unimbue to remove it. So if we look at her, physical attacker. Higher attack than Bo, dang, poor Bo. But yeah, her kind of thing is that she'll use her imbue to make her basic attack the fire element, and then she can kind of just tear through stuff, especially if you know enemies' elemental weaknesses. So, with that, we have started our journey to look for Sam, but hopefully we find her, and we keep looking next time on Let's Play Worlds Collide. Thank you all so much for watching, friends. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.